All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back. And again, it's an absolute honor, as always, to sit down with my friend Alex Johansen. Bro, what is up?
What's up, brother?
Nothing much, my friend. Fourth time on the show, man. It's
Yes,
always
sir.
good to see you, my friend. I do want to talk about the Azure race in Daytona too, as well. Which
Yeah, we get
was
to relive that one.
yeah, which was absolutely amazing weekend
That was
in
a great weekend.
October. Yes, it was for many ways, many ways. But listen, welcome back, my friend, dude. So what's been going on since the last time me and you sat down? It's been what,
Oh,
2 months ago, I think,
yeah, it's been a
3 months
few
ago,
months.
something like that.
Uh, Honestly, just trying to get our ducks in the row. Slowly going through the bike, creating the needs, the wants, the must-haves. Trying to pick up some new sponsors to kind of help out. And I'm still trying to go down the list. Privateer life, anything helps. Every dollar, every dime counts. So it's
Absolutely, it
been
does.
it's been busy. And then on top of that, our daughter, she's almost 17 months. Yeah, she's almost 17 months now. And she's finding her personality, starting to show a little bit of sass. We're getting close to the terrible two. So uh yeah, no, but she's a really good girl though. Balancing that, trying to push in more hours of work and some other interesting adventures that we're gonna be experimenting with here coming next week. So
Sweet, man. Sounds like you've had a busy off season. We'll definitely talk about your new adventure here shortly. It's privateer life is crazy already, right? Especially having a
mhm.
kid. I remember the first time we sat down, your daughter, she was literally like this big, bro. And I told you back then, I was like, you just wait. It's gonna go by like this. Next thing you know, she's
So
gonna hit her
fast.
stride. She's gonna have her personality. She's gonna start doing this, and
Mhm.
life changes again on that note, right? It's a beautiful journey though, man. But speaking of, this whole sponsorship thing, that's something I like to call it friendship. It's something that every racer does, even Bobier, all of them, right? It's something you
Mhm.
gotta have to continue doing what we do, and how important it is to go out and seek friendships, right? And I remember
Yeah.
I asked you this question last time, and you said you come up with a whole portfolio and you email them off to a bunch of companies and all that.
Yeah.
And you also do it too in person too as well, right?
If I can, I prefer that way.
Yeah.
It's more personable and it means a lot when you can shake somebody's hand and look them in the eye and actually get to know the person rather than just like cold calling an email. If
Yeah.
kind of, if I get an email, it might go to the spam or I might just look at it and be like, okay, I don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
But I mean, what I get in my inbox is not, it is mostly junk. Very rarely do I get some
Yeah.
um, actually interesting stuff coming through. So,
Yeah. I get a lot of junk email too, but I still get a shit ton of emails. And
hmm
sometimes it's overwhelming for sure if you don't stay on
yeah,
top of it.
yeah,
It's one of the things. But again, the whole friendship, the whole sponsorship thing, showing up to, excuse me, your local businesses and hey, I'm a road racer. So my dream, here's my portfolio. I'm not asking for much, but this is what I can present to you and give back to your company as far as
right.
awareness and bringing people in to buy your products and putting your name out there. It'll be on my helmet and on my bike and on my
hmm
tent, all this stuff, and trying to do it the best way you can, hoping that they'll, like you said, say yes, $500, bro, is $500, right? $1,000 is $1,000. It all
It
is
adds up.
puzzle pieces. You guys and
Yeah,
girls hear me talk about all that. This is part very important puzzle piece of that whole puzzle, right? Is the whole friendship thing, and it's Alex. Sometimes it's overwhelming,
yeah, it is. It is overwhelming.
and how do you find time working full time and having a daughter and being a husband and cooking and mowing the
hmm
lawn and laundry and helping pitch and do all these things like I do, right? Cleaning the
Yeah,
bathroom and the sinks and the tubs and
the
bro,
honey-do list.
the honey-do list, right? And still having the time to work on your own bike and call and order these parts and having your own
hmm
little nest egg just for the road racing alone, along with the sponsorship money that comes in or whatever discounts you get or have free parts or whatever it is.
Yeah,
It's such a huge juggling act, and it's also a very big mental game too as well.
right.
It's do you find that easy or is it difficult?
It's I think the most difficult part is like even if I do have, a spare time, it's like almost a relief that I get to sit down for 5, 10 minutes, before we go to bed and just kind of take a breather. And then you get that little, bell in your head. Ding. Hey, by the way, you still have X, Y, and Z to do tonight, and you can't push this off any longer. Like it's got to get done. Otherwise, you're gonna have to figure it out along the way. Um, and it's Oh yeah, okay, cool. We got that done. That took us about 20 minutes. Don't forget, we just got parts ordered. They came in, and we can get this done on the bike. And if we're trying to hit, a testing day in Roebling in like February or whatever, well, we're almost halfway through January already, and it's like, oh my God, I still gotta go hit up um, Kendall at Triple T and K-Tex to get possibly some DDS. If not, just refresh my TDS and stuff like that. So I mean, obviously, suspensions is like one of the most important parts of the bike. It's like, man, I still got to load everything up, drive out to Raleigh, and all this other type of stuff. But it's like, if we want to do this, like, we got to do it at some point, and you can only push it off so long before you know, track day testing is in 3 weeks. Hey, you guys got time? No? Well, damn. All right. I guess we're gonna do the best we can, and might have to, miss that testing day and try to just find a general track day or whatever. But
Yeah, it's a juggling act, my friend, right? But it's a motivator, and during that
mhm.
time, I mean, let's just keep it honest. We don't get much sleep. If we get 6 hours a night, like a truly deep 6 hours a night, we're happy, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
And
6 hours is great.
right, and we learn to survive off that, off our
Mhm.
natural survival instincts. And you're right, there's so much to get into it. And again, big shout out to K Tech suspension. If you guys and girls ain't on K Tech, well, I don't know what you're riding on, but you need to be. Birch and Kendall, at Dakari. I mean, the whole crew,
Mhm.
Mike, they're all absolutely proper mega people. And yeah, absolutely. So when you're getting is your suspension already done?
No, no, it's not. I got a hold of Kendall just before Christmas. Um, my parents came down for a couple weeks to visit, which was super nice. They pretty much spent the entire time playing with our daughter, which is, in my eyes, a huge relief because they only get to see her, two, maybe three times a
Right.
year, which is gut wrenching. So we try to FaceTime as much as we can. But I was on the phone with Kendall, and I'm like, hey, if you don't mind, I'd love to bring my dad down. He hasn't been around this stuff in 13, 14 years. And he'd probably get his rocks off being able to talk this stuff with all of us again. And he's like, yeah, for sure, man. Just make sure it's this week and this day and the da 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 da. Da. Come on down, man. I'd love to have you guys here. And there's some things that happened on both parties that we just couldn't, make our timelines match up, which, we got to take care of what we got to take care of. We just got to reschedule. And it's, you know, like you said, a juggling act, making sure everything matches up just right. And
Bro. That's, I think, the most challenging part of the whole thing, right? So Triple
mhm.
T, if you're listening to this, bro, Kendall, let's get it going, baby. Let's go, right? Yeah, or
We'll
Bert.
tag you.
Yeah, yeah, we'll tag you. Bert, Kendall, Dakari. Are you listening? Are you there? Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Can you hear us? Can you hear me now? No, but seriously, K Tech is seriously people, the most amazing
Mhm.
people you're gonna meet. Big shout out to Gil too, right? Like, let's
Yeah.
go, man. Yeah, love them. Love K Tech. Actually, matter of fact, they're good friends of mine. They sent me a package. I got my mouse pad I use every day. I got my
Nice.
hat. I got my coffee mug. I got my pen. If they didn't steal my pen again, oh, they didn't. Good, right
Nice.
there it is. So yeah, K Tech, baby, let's go, right? And that's not a paid advertisement. I do it because they're good friends of mine, and they're absolutely amazing people for real.
Yeah.
I don't get paid, so. But anyway, uh, the whole, you know, okay, end of the year comes, October, last race. You're like, okay, my next race is April. I got X amount of months. You blink,
Mhm.
bro. We're almost at the end of January. You're like, oh shit,
I
I still got
know.
right. So, coming into 2026, Alex, this is going to be a big year for you, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any extra expectations coming into this year that you're putting on yourself, or because it's different than the previous years?
Yeah. This year has high potential to be a very special year. as long as I can work with Moto America for my debut, this is going to be the fishy part, you know. The goal is to hit Road Atlanta, VIR, and potentially Jersey Mid Ohio. Now, last year they did that whole trial and error with the next gen rule, trial and error for the next gen super sport, where if you're not a next gen spec, you can still race your stock, like stock 750, right? But you can't exceed 3 rounds. Being a privateer, getting my feet wet, okay, you know, East Coast rounds, I'd love, you know, I'd love to be able to get in there and run the stock bike, but that was the last year thing. I don't know if they're going to make that permissible for 26. I haven't gotten in contact with them yet about that. But if they're just like, nope, done deal, you cannot run anything except for a next gen super sport, well, I'm gonna have to find a ride somehow because I don't have a
I,
spec super sport right
I don't
now.
have next gen money. Let's be
Yeah,
honest,
not
right? I don't have next
not
gen.
yet.
Yeah, it's you know, and this is the deal too, being a privateer in your case, right? Moving up, if they say no, you can't run, because in the past, I use BMW as an example, right? Yeah, you can't run that last generation. You just buy a new generation frame and
Hmm.
swap it over. And now, guess what?
Right.
A new generation bike, right? For a third of the
Hmm.
cost. So uh the 750 you could still do that with, probably, maybe. I don't know.
I hope so. Like if we look at the performance and the specs on the dyno and everything else like that, like I'm 220 some odd pounds. I'm not on the top of the line suspension. I have zero motor work done or zero engine work done, zero geometry, zero anything on my chassis. Like it is showroom, race bodywork and exhaust, TDS, K-Tech, and that's it. You know, if you look at the dyno sheet, it's nothing impressive. Like you could take a 636 running MR12, and that's going to absolutely dust my 750. I mean, that was proven at Daytona.
You know,
You know, all throughout the infield, I'm hanging out with all the big boys, and as soon as we got on the high banks, yeah, sure, I'm a freaking wind sail, but I mean, they just absolutely took off. I'm like, there's no way I'm being robbed of that much power to where I can't keep up with a stock bike running, you know, MR12. I'm running, you know, pump 93.
yeah,
But in that might be a negotiation type thing, but then again, how do you necessarily regulate that at the organization level? Like,
yeah, I don't know.
you might be able to like sneak MR12 in a regular gas can, which you're not supposed to, but you know, there's no way to regulate that necessarily. So I don't know if we can somehow negotiate a way to where I can just run a bone stock 750 running like 130 horse to the wheel, maybe, because I know a lot of these pro teams, they got all the engine work done and power delivery in different ranges and maps and all this other type of stuff, and I have rain mode and go mode. So we'll see. I mean, at the very least, if I can sneak into VIR, I mean, my home track still 4 hours away, but it's the closest one to us. Um, that's my favorite track too. I love it.
Yeah, me
If
too.
I can sneak in there for at least 1 round, I will be on cloud. Hell, dude, I'd probably end up dead last and I'd be in tears coming off the track being so happy, you know? Which, I mean, I'll be shooting for, well, we've had a lot of shakeups in super sport, but if I could come in, you know, top 10, top 12, I would be on cloud nine. You'd probably have to wait a whole year to get me down. But if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You know, we'll just have to get a little more methodical with how we do the season. You know, if we want to fully dive in, get the experience of seat time, club racing, you know, with Azra, maybe a touch of Wira, but I absolutely love the Azra guys. I love how they orchestrate everything. And we can either sit there and run it and try to hang with, you know, battled out with DJ like I did last year, or run stock 1000 on my 750, which at some tracks is not ideal. Like Daytona, I didn't run stock 1000 because I mean we're gonna have a 30-40 mile per hour difference on the high banks, and that is just
Insane. Yeah,
sketchy. You know, I don't want to be leading through the infield, going on the high banks and through the bus stop, and the next thing you know, going through um uh start straight. maybe somebody's tucked in the bubble too hard, or they pull out of the draft, and then boom, surprise, here I am, 35 miles per hour slower, and that's a big collision. You're still going 180 mile an hour. Like that's not safe.
Mm-mm.
So I did just run Super Sport at Daytona, but VIR, Road Atlanta, CMP, like all the not top speed tracks. I'm gonna run stock 1000 with the fast boys, to where I really, really have to make sure those technical sections count. And I had a lot of good battles, with Travis Carr and Cam Meredith and those guys. I mean, super hooligan racers for Moto America, and it was a blast. It was a blast. Um, Probably my top two favorite races of 2025 was at Road Atlanta Stock 1000. And the whole way, it was like a four-way battle for fourth. I had them. Nice, nice battle all the way up until the back straight. Like,
Yep.
damn, I ain't got enough time to make it up over, 10 AB and 12. So it's like, well, I'll take that though. That I think that was a very well earned, hard fought eight. So
100%. Oh, 110%. Taking it back with the MR 12 and the gas can, man, it's called the gray area cheating, man. You don't think they cheat? They're not cheats, man. Come on, man. Let's keep it real, right? Who don't cheat in this sport? We've been cheating since we invented the wheel.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You ain't
Just
cheating, you
keeping
ain't
it
trying
real.
that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. Dwayne Breezy, what's up? What's up, my man? How you doing, bro?
What's up, big dog?
Man, yeah. But y- hopefully they'll, say, yeah, absolutely you can,
Yeah.
they might make you put on that fly-by-wire system on it.
Yeah. Well,
That's 10 grand.
exactly.
And
That's
so,
ECU, the fly-by-wire, the
yeah, it's
the
the whole
injectors, everything else like that.
thing
So
there.
it's
Yeah. So,
we'll see.
it being a privateer, wanting to make that next step, it also comes with the extra car cost if you don't have the right equipment, and
Yeah.
that's something else you got to take in consideration, moving up. It's yeah, man. Jason Bartlett says MR12 smells nice. It does, man. It does.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to make a candle of that because I'd have it all over my house. As soon as you walk in, MR12, baby. Air fresheners in the truck.
You get to my house, you walk through the garage, it's gonna smell like straight up MR12, and then as
Dude,
soon as you go inside, it's gonna be all nice and flowers and ocean breeze and stuff.
right. But in the garage, it smells like straight gas.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I love it, man. I freaking love it. And again, this is why we're having this conversation, man, because it's a good conversation to have about true privateer life and the cost. Because
Mhm.
listen, it's fun. We do it because we love it. We're in love with it, and it's the best thing ever. But dude, you sacrifice so much to make it happen, right?
Mhm.
And there's battles when wife's not happy sometimes. Man, it's just the battles we pick and choose our battles, right? Being a husband, I know,
Yeah.
I'm well aware, right? But at the end of the day, they see it motivates us and we're in love with it, and and they uh they
Keeps
continue.
us grounded and level-headed at the same
Yes,
time.
yes, and they're just excited for you as we are too as well. So it's
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, dude. Listen, if not Johansen this year, man, plan on 2027. And
Yeah.
maybe you know a big sponsorship will come your way, big friendship will come your way, and just provide you a bike for a season.
Yeah.
You got
I
to give
know
it back.
VIR in 25, racing with DJ and Arthur Martinez. He just picked up a deal. I feel like I am in the clear to go ahead and say this because they posted it. Arthur Martinez is now with Altus on the
Yep.
750, which I'm super stoked about. I think he's gonna be around one CMP. I'd love to link up with him and just kind of network as much as I can on like the professional business side, and then just on the athlete side, just chill and talk about the track and just talk about life, and still have the personality side of it. You can't just be like businessman all the time. Because I'm like, if you ever walk past AJ Blackman in the paddock or whatever, he's obviously iconic yachts, really really smart businessman, but he also still has that personality trait to him as well. So you can't just be like the robot and do business and constantly focus on this, because I honestly think you'll lose your mind after a while, and nobody will really like you, and you'll probably end up losing some deals that way. So you have to show who you are and just kind of chill.
keep
I
it real,
guess.
right? Keep it
Yeah,
true.
keep it real. Yeah.
I haven't had the opportunity to meet AJ. Waiting on the day for him to come on the podcast. So me and him are going to sit down in the future. But I haven't
Hmm.
physically met him yet. We always end up missing each other for some reason. But this year, definitely 110%. Me,
Hmm.
absolutely kicking for sure. I've heard a lot of great things about him. So
Yeah.
really looking forward to it. And yeah, man, I'm excited about your season coming up because obviously, I've known you for a while and I've watched you develop and grow too as a writer and also as a dad and as a human. And man, it's absolutely amazing, dude. You've been freaking killing it, bro. I'm proud of
Thank you. Thank
you.
you.
Yes, dude. Good stuff. And then also, man, I want to talk about the new business adventure you said we talked about, man. Yeah, let's talk about that, bro. I'm excited about it.
So, prior to joining the service, I was a natural gas pipeline welder. I love welding. I love operating heavy equipment machinery. Like it keeps you focused, and it's just, I don't know, it's kind of relaxing. Growing up on a farm around equipment, around machinery, and having to make repairs and stuff like that. It's just relaxing. Yeah, it's hard work. It's a lot of math. It's a lot of figuring out across the board. But I don't know, it calms me down. So over Christmas, my dad and I went out and we just got a little Lincoln MIG flux welder, and it kind of just took off. At first it was just like, I'll make repairs, around the house or to the trailer. Like maybe we can kind of use my fabrication skills to fix like rear sets or maybe handlebars. If you heat it up, use a tube bender, maybe straighten them out after a crash, whatever it may be. And then my dad was like, why don't you just like build something? Don't say that. I'm gonna run with it, dude. And we're running with it. I hit up all my buddies. I'm like, hey, if I offered X, Y, and Z products to you, what would you say about that? And they're all ecstatic, like, dude, do it, do it, do it. So tax season comes around. I'm gonna go talk with the tax professionals and look into creating an LLC for what we are going to call Monkey Business Fabrication. Our daughter, like we nickname her Monkey, and I'm like, oh, monkey business is kind of funny, but it's also serious at the same time. I'm like, hell, that kind of just flows. So monkey business fabrication, we're going to be going with front stands, rear stands, peg stands, trailer restraints, tire trees. Um, oh, what else did I say I was going to do? Oh, motorcycle tables and potentially lifts at some point in time. So right now I'm about ready to finish up my first product of just a basic four-wheel tire tree. Nothing too crazy, pretty simple, but you will be able to, disassemble it, package it up nice and small, and then ship it out to wherever you need, or just easy transportation to the track and whatnot. And then from there, might start using the creative abilities and maybe do one with a helmet dryer, a glove rack, and like hang your suit on the back. So it's kind of like an all-in-one gig. Unload it off the trailer, and everything is nice and neat and organized and right where you need it to be, right when you need it. And yeah, I'm super excited about it. Um, Looking online and you see these products being, you know, 800 to 1600 dollars, and it's like, the people that really need them are like the me's, right? The guys that have been in the game for a while. That's like, man, it's really nice just to get off track, rip the axle out, throw in a nice fresh hot rubber that's ready to go, slap the chain back on, and boom, ready to go. Rather than take the tire off, bring it over to the tire technician, wait in line, get your new rubbers on, bring it back, throw on the warmers, and hopefully they get up to temp before you get back on track. Um, I just got my first tire tree from Jordan Eubanks. What's up, Jordan? Um, and I love it. It made life so much easier having something as simple as that, just even for storage in the garage. Like whatever you need to use it for, I'm a huge fan. I love them. And I kind of figured, well, maybe if we can make this a little bit more affordable, for the lower level guys, either, the serious amateurs or the experts that are trying to make that next level, or the privateers that are just looking for any help you can get. Um, Hell, we have the material cost. Okay, so say it's like 150, $200 for material cost, shipping, which I think for the stand I got was like $70 or something with weight, and then maybe a little on top of that to help with the material cost for the next project. So we're not making a massive, massive margin of profit, but it's enough to kind of help out, keep the ball rolling, and give back to the community that has given to us so much as well. Um, and then also like kind of seeing, in my eyes, seeing another racer that does stuff like that and gives back to everybody. Um, I personally, I think that means a lot. So I'm about it. We're gonna send it. I'm gonna start pushing in some pretty long hours. Obviously, we still have my day job. Go do 5 days a week, 10 hours a day. Come home and work as hard and as long as I can until the wife and the daughter gets home. Whether that's an hour, 2, 3, 4 hours, and then on the weekends maybe get up early, play with the kiddo throughout the day, nap time, go out there, zip some stuff up, and yeah, I mean it's gonna be put our nose to the grindstone and do the best we can. And
I love it, man. I think it's a fantastic idea. And again, my friend, you're going to be a full success at it for sure. Matter of fact, I'm going to get you to make me a table.
all
110%.
right,
Jason Bartlett, what's up, my man? He says, I need a tire tree, need a test dummy who's also an engineer.
all
There you,
right,
there you go. I'll put y'all two in contact. There you go.
sweet. I'll
There you
send you
go.
pictures once I'm done.
There you go. Uh, And then we got a good buddy of mine, Craig O'Harris, all the way from the UK. Mate, what is up? He says, sup, guys. Hope you have a great season, Johansen, and hope Monkey Business Fabrication picks up and gets you what you need. Much love, guys. Nothing but
Thank
love
you,
to you,
thank you.
Craigo. So I met Craigo in BSB in 2023, and he had this big pink wig on, and it was absolutely amazing. Yeah. So yeah, he says he also says tire trees make organization so easy, being able to find tire warmers on different sets ready to go. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
yeah.
Jason also says, I know used one once upon a time, sold it. Now my kid's racing and I'm missing it. Facts, right? That's one of those things you sell and you're
Yeah.
like, damn it, I wish I would have never sold it.
Hmm.
And then we got Race up in the house. What is up, Jace? He says, yo,
What's
yo,
up?
yo. Race Jace. You like that, didn't you? Uh but yeah, man, listen, I think it's a fantastic idea, my friend. I can't
Hmm.
wait to see some pictures of the actual products, and it's definitely going to take off. It's going to help you out too, financially, help
Yes,
you
sir.
buy tires and get to the track and all that snazzy jazz stuff that goes
Hmm.
in between. I think it's absolutely amazing. And we talked a little bit already about Daytona, but I do want to talk about Azra, the race of champions. It was the last race of the year. It was my first time commentating. It was absolutely one of the best adventures I've had on the weekends. It was so much fun. Such an honor. It seems like it didn't even happen, to be honest with you. It's crazy.
Yeah,
But obviously you was there. Did an interview with you there on a hot pit lane, right? And yeah, you had a little issue going on
well,
there.
yep.
Yeah, run us through your weekend there, the last weekend, and obviously I want to talk about man, a good mate of mine and a legend at the TT, Gary Johnson,
Yes, sir.
freaking man, so yeah, let's talk about Maria. I love you, Maria. I cannot wait to see you in March. You did great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Um, dude, let's talk about Azra, bro.
Yeah. So Daytona Race of Champions with Azra. We went out a little early to hit the track day, and out of all the race weekend track days I've been to, this was by far the most people that I've seen so far. So I mean, it was busy, and the way the groups were constructed, because they also had the Ducati track, the Ducati days. They had Kayla Yakov and PJ Jacobson out there with Ducati and Ray Hall. And first things first, it was, since I have a daughter now, loving racing. I'm such a huge, huge fan of all the female racers. I got to go out and hang out with Ella and Avery at VIR. That was awesome. And then at Daytona, I wish I could have had more time to like just chat and hang out with Kayla, but it was just a busy weekend. Everything that could go wrong, I feel did. So we got to get a picture,
We
talk for
did.
5, 10 minutes. I was pretty geeking out about that. Um, and just to think that we're gonna be on the grid together this season is still like, what? That's awesome. Um, but yeah, went out for the track day and it felt like I couldn't get a clean lap, period. One of the last sessions, I was going through the international horseshoe, going through the left-hand kink and getting back on the throttle, just I'm like, dude, there's no way. There's no way I just blew my bike up. Pulled off to the side, oil light was on, engine light was on. I was like, oh, get on the service truck, get back to the garage. And my main sponsor, the Zoo Motorsports, we shared a garage together, and he brought his crew chief, Jamie. I don't know his last name, Jamie. I'm sorry. Stellar dude, though. um, and I'm like, that's it. I need to walk away and cool down before I leave without a bike. So I'm gonna go cool down for 10 minutes. He's like, whoa, 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 hold on. Like, what's going on? And I explained everything that was happening. He's like, the 750s are kind of notorious for the fuel pump going out. I'm like, I don't have a fuel pump. Like I dumped all my, savings throughout the year to go to Daytona and make this, as the best I can to prepare for the 227. And he's like, well, hold on, let's just tear into it and kind of see what's going on. Um, Shout out to Chris Ulrich and Team Hammer M4 XR Suzuki. They lent me um a fuel pump and we're getting ready to rip the tank off and replace that. And then Jamie turns around and goes, blown fuse. That's it. That's all it was. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So went, got a fuse, plugged it in, no issues at all. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Love it.
Went, shook Chris's hand. I'm like, I really appreciate it. Don't need it though, but here you go. I had it, wrapped up nice and neat. Thank you.
Legends, yes.
Um, Qualifying went all right. I would have liked to drop my time a lot more than what I did. I was running 58s compared to last year's like 202 or whatever. But I was running consistent 58s. Qualifying went all right, and then right off the bat, we jump into the endurance, right? And my teammate and team owner Bear Stevenson, he's like, "You take the first stint, let everything kind of spread out a little bit, do your 15 to 18 laps, and then come in. We'll switch." Sweet. Go out for the warm up lap or the siding lap. Going through the second horseshoe, getting ready to go up on the high banks. I smelled fuel. I'm like, damn, someone in front of me is leaking. Next thing you know, splashed up on my Viager, looked down, my fuel cap popped off. I'm like, no way. I slapped my hand on top of my fuel tank, rode the apron all the way back, and his bike was on the inside of the wall. So we had to hurry up, push it to the outside. I started dead last. He was making up good ground, and thank God I had a spare in my toolbox. Went back, grabbed that, threw a cap on. Awesome. Everything was great. Went to go check the pressures of the tires before, getting ready for my official first stint, and found the found the fuel cap in the belly pan. I'm like, there's no way. So lucked out with that. But
Bro,
I don't know how it popped off. I don't know if, I was tightening up with my glove and just didn't lock it on all the way. I don't know. I don't know. But that was definitely sketchy. No fluid got on the track or anything. It just, got on my face. um, awesome. Bear goes out, makes up a lot of ground, and then time to switch. Cool. I get out, do a couple laps, red light. Don't really help out that much. Um, red light. Okay, no big deal. I've been getting really good starts this year, so I'm like, it's probably a really good thing to make up a lot of ground. Get a good start. 2 laps in, again, going through 1, 2, the S is right there after turn one. I'm like, oh, it's getting really hard to steer. I don't really know what's going on. Do a full lap and going through the horseshoe, and I can't turn the handlebars at all. I cannot tip in. After I tip in, I can't get the bike stood back up. Go through the kink and look down. My front tire is completely flat, and my stomach just dropped. I'm like, oh my God, I just did an entire lap on Daytona with a flat tire, flat front tire. Go through the service gate, back to hot pit, screaming at Bear, get ready, get ready, get ready, throw my transponder, throw the bike up on stands because I had a spare sitting there ready to go. And awesome. Throw the rear up on the stand and look down. I'm like, that don't look right. Well, right before we went out, I threw on a fresh set of rubbers, and the spacer on the throttle side got knocked loose, and fried the bearings, and my rear wheel was shaking as well. So it fried my caliper pads, and I had the I think it's like the LZ4 race
Captive
like
spacer.
quick, yeah, the quick axles. That hanger was absolutely smoked. So I'm like, great, weekend's done again because I don't have the OEM equipment with me. Like we're gonna have to, I don't know, maybe see if Bear will let me, alternate sprint races or whatever it is. So Bear, he gets out there again, and he made up some good ground. I think we end up in our class finishing 6 out of like 14 or something. So shout out to Bear for carrying the team on that one. And I'm like, man, this is the first event I'm actually out here with a sponsor, and like everything's shit in the bed right now. Like this is not a good look. I'm trying to help out every single way I can. And that night, Jamie and I, we stayed up pretty late, modifying every single piece and part that we can to make sure that I can at least get out and do the sprints the next day. And we did. It ended up working out. So I got to finish out the weekend, but with the crash in Atlanta at turn 5, got the wife holding the flashlight over here.
I love it.
The crash in Atlanta in turn 5, a slight little mental block, but nothing you can't work around. I mean, it's just swinging the leg back on the bike, and it worked out pretty
Yeah.
simple. I mean, I got back on my feet easy. The fuse going out, the front tire going flat, the rear wheel bearing, shit in the bed. It's like I'm just putting my headphones on, trying to stay as calm and relaxed as possible. And like all my friends that are in the paddock, and even Gary, he's like, hey man, this is part of racing. It's fine. We're in a great community. Like we know how much this means to you. We know how much this means to everybody. Like we'll help out as much as we can. Just stay calm and relax. And I'm like, this is coming from Gary Johnson, dude. Like we shared a garage together. I'm like, my mind is blown. And like now I don't know whether to be extremely disappointed with how everything is going, or high as a kite that I'm sitting here chilling with Gary and Kayla and Dom Doyle and like the whole M4 team. And I'm like, this is awesome that I'm actually getting the support from all these, world-class racers and factory teams and all that type of stuff. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, I know I can do better, but at the same time, I'm making the best out of the cards I've been dealt.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have been better. Gotten some pretty good battles though. I can't quite off the top of my head remember who I was battling with. But it was one of those deals where I can try to really enter the infield as much as I can and hopefully be close enough to tuck in your slipstream and hold on the back straight. Bust up, I'll make up a few bike lengths and then see you guys. I'll meet you at turn 1 when I get there.
See you turn 1, fellas.
Yeah. But that's kind of the gist of how the weekend went. And we got some pretty decent placings in the sprint races. We had obviously Ty, De Silva, Posh, Lamandry, all those guys that were in the 200 were in, the heavyweight super sport or the as a
Dominique,
super
yep.
sport. Yeah. It's like, oh my God. And that was pretty much the top 10.
Yep.
And
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that was literally the top 10. And I got 12th.
Yeah, you did good.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I got 12th, but considering who I'm racing with, I mean, I'll take it. I mean, yeah, they were running, 54s, 55s, or 58s, which, yeah, over an endurance race really adds up. But, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. For only my second time there and 12th time on track, I'm not disappointed with the results. I know I could have done better, but I'm not going to say I'm disappointed with it. So,
iron sharpens iron.
Live and learn scenario, but
110%.
Just
you
take
did good,
it, learn
man.
from it, and move on.
One question I have for you, man. Did you realize who Gary Johnson was?
I knew of Gary, but I did not know like the magnitude. And then Jake Warner, one of my good buddies, he's making his debut in Twins Cup this year.
I'm gonna have to
He
get them
comes up.
all.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he'd love to. I'll have to hit him up and then
Hit them up.
get you two in touch.
Yeah, hit them up.
But he formally introduced me and Gary instead of just kind of like fanboying, like peeking over once in a while, like, hey, how's it going? If you need anything, it's right here. His whole crew, he was using tire changers, air compressors, all of our tools, everything else. I'm like, dude, if you need it, take it.
Yep.
Like whatever. I'll deal with it at the end of the weekend. If it's not, I've OCD really bad.
Yeah.
So if it's not right where it's supposed to be, don't worry about it. Like I'll figure it out. If you need it, take it. Um, but yeah, it was super cool just listening to him, listening to his stories and the advice he was giving me and like actually being able to debrief each other after we come off on track. And oh, man, that was
Bro,
awesome.
dude, yeah.
I
He's a
got
legend, man.
so sick.
I'm,
He signed a pair of boots and
oh,
let me
dude,
have his
yes.
pair of boots.
Love it.
So
Gary, he didn't give me nothing signed yet. Boo. No, I'm just playing. Dude, I met Gary first time in 23 at Cadwell Park, and he still had his leg injury from the TT, so he still had a cane he was walking with. And it was me and Dave Neal.
man.
Big shout out to Dave Neal, runs Off Track podcast out there in the UK, one of the best ones out there. He's like, you know who that is? I was like, dude, that's Gary Johnson. Hold up, give me 1 minute. I went over there and talked to Gary. Yeah, and then become friends on social media. And in March last year, hung out with him for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, my good buddy Danny Webb. Big shout out to Danny Webb. Yeah, I just had him on the podcast. If you guys missed that, go back and check it out. Another legend over there. Michael Dunlop. I mean, Peter Hickman, Harry Truelove, Matt Truelove. I mean, the list goes on. It's good to see ESB boys over here and at the Daytona. Yeah, it's it was good to see Gary and Danny again at Azra. A lot of good conversations and laughs and doing the interviews. I remember after it, I was like, I've been such a fan of the sport and watching Gary Johnson and Danny Webb and did I really just interview these guys? Like, did this really just fucking happen? Are you kidding me right now? Right? Bro, it was, so surreal. I get it, dude. I get it. And then at the end of the weekend, they helped you load up your bike. It was nothing but hugs and smiles and pictures. I was like, I'll see you in March, mate. He's like, I'll see you in March. Like, let's go, right? It's it just goes to show our beautiful paddock, our beautiful people that's in the paddock, right? Whether they're absolute legends or not, at the end of the day, they're just like me and you. They laugh, they love, their shit smells, right? It have likes and dislikes. I mean, it's honest, right? And they're just down to earth people like we are, and absolute brilliant people, that just have this unnatural ability to make motorcycle racing look easy. But it's not easy, right? Yeah.
And proving the longevity that you can do this, once you get a little bit on the not young man side or young woman side of the sport, if you know what I mean. I'm not going to say that word, but
I call it getting younger.
Getting younger. Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah. When you're at that, I'm getting younger age, you can still, right? I mean, look at Jeremy McWilliams, another legend I had on the pocket. Look at Josh Hayes, another one I had on. If you guys missed those episodes, go back and check them all, right? I can't believe I'm saying this, right? It's who would have thought? It's who would have thought, right? Like, let's go. Who would have thought? But so one more thing I do want to talk about, because we're coming up on, I knew this was going to go over 30 minutes when I said it. I do want to say, dude, I want to welcome you to the AGV Sports Group Komani family. Alex, you're going to be in a AAA certified level 3 with the German SASTEC. I'm super pumped,
stoked.
Bro. I cannot wait. Suit's been submitted, so let's go, bro. Welcome to the family, man.
So stoked and so honored to even be thought of in this position, with how fresh I am in the sport and how far I've come, and then being able to, catch the glimpse of such amazing companies. And I know the wife, Kylie, she's more than ecstatic that I can keep progressing in the amount of protection and the quality of protection and the gear and everything else like that. So she's having a snack. But she says thanks for being a part of letting us be a part of the program, and hopefully we push out a good year and can continue working with each other.
110%, man. The honor is absolutely all ours, my friend, for sure. Yeah, I can't wait, man. It's big things coming in 2026. Alex Johansen, man. Hopefully, you're not going to make Daytona in March, are you?
No.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
might be able to go help like be a pit crew. Um, depending upon if Jake still has a spot open or if Bear decides to go do the 200 or even if it's the Twins Cup, if I can bounce back and forth between the two and help out where I can. If I can get there, I'm going to try to get there as long as the boss and the wife's okay with it. She gave me a
Right.
thumbs up, so I think
Yeah.
we're good to go.
Good. Because I'll be there, man. So yeah, it'll be
Awesome.
good
Yeah.
to catch up and hang out for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, listen, dude, this has been a lot of fun, Alex. I'm gonna let you go. I gotta go wait the wife up. She's going out to the bar with her girlfriends tonight. It's a girls' night out. So I'm at home with the dogs and my boys. So I gotta run to the store and figure out what me and him are gonna do for dinner. And
Yeah.
yeah, man. Oh, and talking about women in racing, I just sat down with Camille Conrad, BTR. She just ended her second season, which is, everybody knows I'm a huge fan of BTR.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, Alex, I get slack too from people that don't believe that program should be part of Moto America, right? And I
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
believe that it does belong in Moto America for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, huge shout out to Freddie Spencer, Scott Rybrick, all of them for making it happen. Royal Enfield for putting the program together, and all the amazing women that come in and out, not out of the sport, but it opens up the doors for women in the sport just in general. Whether they stay in the paddock, whether they do club racing, whether they get a ride, right? It's some of them are engineers, some of them are mechanics. I mean, it's a beautiful thing to see. It really
Yeah.
is. 110%. They belong here just as much as we belong here.
100%.
I mean, hey, we spend our whole lives chasing them. Why not chase them on the track? Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Facts, right? So anyway, listen,
Well, hell, like I
Alex,
said, good enough with Kayla.
right now you ain't. Yeah. Good luck catching Kayla for sure.
Yeah, no kidding.
But she's she's a whole nother level, man. She's definitely an inspiration in our sport, not just for women, but also for men too. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, big shout out to Kayla. I'm friends with her and her dad Dave. My son actually made her a butterfly knife because my son makes Lego butterfly knives, so I gave it to her.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, dude. So it's they hung out at VIR and snuck in the pool, got kicked out twice, her and Yondell, and yeah, inside stories, right? But yeah, dude, it's absolutely amazing. Well, listen, Alex, make sure you give the daughter a hug, the wife a hug, your whole family a hug for me.
Yes, sir.
Can't wait to see you in March. I mean, you'll sit back down after your first round in April and continue the conversation. If there's anything I can do to help you along your way, please. You already know. Feel free to reach out. I help you out on social media, all that good stuff. Looking forward to Monkey Business Fabrication, baby. Let's go. I love the idea, man. Again, I hope all your dreams and aspirations you have in life in general, not just racing, man. I hope it comes 10 times over for you, man.
Thank you.
Angela Cleve says, bye, daddy.
She is actually watching our daughter right now. We're away about an hour and a half, 2 hours away at a wedding this weekend. So I'm sure you guessed we're in the truck. We just got done with a pickleball tournament, so we're getting ready to go back and have a cookout. But
love it, man. I love it. Mario Ferroni's in the house. He says, "Fat me a smoker, bro."
Ooh,
there you go, man.
Tell me which one. I might be able to draw something up for you, bud.
There you go. There you go. So y'all already got each other's number. But what I will do is I'm gonna put you and Jason in touch with each other.
Okay.
That way y'all can do the whole tire tree thing and all that.
Awesome.
But yeah, listen, Alex, I'm gonna let you in the podcast as I always do, but I gotta give my thanks first, man. And I just want to say, listen, I know I said it some last year. It just happened, but if it wasn't for each and every single one of you, and I mean it, coming on this podcast, I would not be sitting here doing this. If there was for the likes and the subscribes and the ding dongs and all that bells and whistles, I would not be here. So I'm truly grateful. It's truly such an honor. I love each and every single one of you. I know I say it all the time. 400, almost 500 episodes, right? And it's because I mean it. It's again, we're a family, and without you, I wouldn't be here. And I'm truly grateful, and thanks to everybody that has been part of Pendergast now and in the future. It's without every single one of you, you guys and girls know who you are. If I went down the list, I'd be on here for another 30 minutes.
No
Uh,
kidding.
it's it's been something I never would have dreamed of. So thank you. I really mean it. And that goes for you too, Alex, and your wife and everybody, because again, it's all the little puzzle pieces that make the whole journey. So
Yes,
special
sir.
everybody. And yeah, well, anyway, that's all I got. I do have another podcast coming up Saturday tomorrow, and that's my last one of this week. So you guys and girls
All
will
right.
to hear this voice again. So anyway, Alex, dude, tell everybody where they can find you on social media. And dude, we need to get you some merch. Now you're with Kamani, dude. We're gonna start working on some merch for you, my friend.
Awesome. I'd love it.
Yes, dude. We, we,
I'd
we
love it.
we definitely need to get you some shirts made. But anyway, tell everybody where they can find you on social medias and all those friendships out there looking to get in the motorcycle game. We got a perfect candidate right here.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go.
So yeah, Instagram and YouTube, you can get me at Johansen Racing 26. I know it says Johansen Racing 619 on the bottom there. That's going to be my new Moto American racing number. We are switching from 26, but I will have it hidden in the one on my bike. If you come by, you might be able to sneak a peek of it. Facebook's just Alex Johansen, nothing crazy. I would love to take a shout out to my sponsors this year. We do have a couple new ones locked on, and I'm trying to, get in the works of some more support. But gotta hit it up with Lejeune Motorsports and Bear Stevenson and Jamie for, giving me the hand and all the advice and helping me on and off track. You know, they've been extremely supportive across the board. And it's fun to grow this racing team together. I believe we just brought on Caden Brown as well a couple months ago, and I'm super stoked to be able to meet up with him at CMP. And I want to get with Bear and see if I can get some of my editing software and make a post, like a team poster, and get that like published up and printed out or whatever. But we'll talk with Lejeune Motorsports about that. Crystal Coast Marine Contracting has been an absolute massive help. Johansen Farms as well. Mom and dad back home. Not only have they helped out with like a tire bill here and there, but just, when stuff gets a little bit dark and a little bit tough, hearing dad, hey, buck up, that's part of the game. Do what you got to do. You know what to do. Go out there and do it. And then mom just being, a little bit on the softer side, supportive. Um, our new sponsor, Snap On. We locked on a deal with Snap On this year. Obviously, everybody's heard of Snap On, but they've been extremely supportive. We got a toolbox set up that's permanently in the trailer and coming out to us at all the races and stuff like that. So if you want any tools, any toolboxes, any parts, anything else like that, let me know. I can get you guys in contact. We re-upped with KYT this year. I absolutely love, their helmets. They're fantastic. They fit great. Kept me safe through all my wrecks too. So can't speak enough about KYT. Obviously we talked about K-Tech, Triple T suspension. We re-upped with Woodcraft this year. Super excited to be working with them and possibly something special for the Memorial Day race at with Azra. It's in West Virginia. I'm drawing a blank on the name of the track.
Summit.
Yes. Yeah, we're gonna do something special with Woodcraft this year. I can't tell you everything about it, but it's in the works. Obviously Dunlop racing tires, gotta stick with Dunlop. I love them. A One that we're working on right now is Nutramax Nutrition in Jacksonville, North Carolina. It's a supplement store right here in town. Walking in with the guys, I mean, they're super friendly and super knowledgeable with absolutely everything you could possibly need. And then Khomeini, obviously the new one, jumping on board with you guys. Couldn't be any more grateful about that. Blood Lubricants, hopping on back on board with them, making sure the bike's performing at peak performance. Rabiconda, the tire changers, lifesaver, absolute lifesaver at the track. And then our new personal one, Monkey Business Fabrication. Once it kicks off. But I'm gonna see if we can get the logo finalized and put that back on the bike. And something I've been invited to be on a board member of is the Foul Weather Warrior Foundation, helping get vets in touch with other vets and kind of ease the mental battles of life, whether that's what you've been through, what you're going through, whatever it may be. if you know anybody that is struggling with the mental aspect of things, if you know any vets, or even if you're currently in, whatever it may be, hit up myself, hit up James Harris. He's going to be the like owner and proprietor. It's a nonprofit organization. Um, Chris, I believe I gave you his info. I got to make sure James has yours.
Yeah, we
But
did.
he was,
We did that
yeah,
video chat. Remember?
yeah. Um, but he was one of my first squad leaders when I first enlisted, and one of my biggest mentors. I love the dude to death. He's a great guy. But yeah, Follow Weather Warrior Foundation. We're also going to be doing a special event at Summit Point for Memorial Day. That's going to be like the debut event.
Love it.
Um, and then
I'll see if I can make that.
obviously that'd be awesome, dude.
Yeah, I'll see if I can make that event.
And then obviously the rock of the entire operation. I don't know if you can see her. The wife, she's waving. Kylie, she's been an absolute trooper with the ups and downs, the struggles, the battles, and the financials of trying to figure everything out, and being in agreement and trying to figure out what we can make happen and when we can make it happen and everything else like that.
The
As a
queens
racer,
of
as
our
an athlete,
world. That's right.
yes,
Queens of our world.
yes.
We gotta have them. I'd be lost without mine, even though sometimes that new model looks good, but it ain't worth it. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
They're not listening, right?
No. Of course, she's always listening.
Oh man. But yeah,
Hilarious.
super stoked for the 26th season, and hopefully I can at least see you guys in the Motor America paddock at VIR.
Oh, dude, I'll definitely be there, dude. You're definitely gonna see me, man. Yeah, I can't wait, dude. It's yeah, man, big year, man. Proud of you and proud of all your achievements and your future accomplishments, man. It's
Thank you.
yeah, man. So yeah, man. Jason Doss popped in and says, "I'll be there." Cool, man. I'm gonna try to make some.
Sick.
And then he says, "I'm struggling. It's cold. Can't ride in winter." No, it does. It's freaking cold as you know
Yeah.
in Virginia. So
Oh, almost forgot. I'm sorry. Pin the Gas podcast. Obviously me, Chris, we've built a pretty good friendship over the past probably year and a half now.
Yep.
And it's great. If stuff starts going south, all I gotta do is give you a phone call, and we'll probably be on the phone for like 2 hours.
Probably.
But it's nice just to talk it out and kind of distract yourself and just talk with some friends for a while. And obviously all the friends with the Azure crew. I can't thank all of you guys enough.
Listen, the honor's all mine, dude. I appreciate it. And like I said, everybody, I appreciate more than any of this is our friendship in this short life that, I create with everybody. It's that's what it's about, my friend, dude. And I tell everybody this, if you got my personal number, use it. I'm always here, right? Whether it's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. If I don't answer at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I will call you back the next day. I promise. I will call you back, right? Trust me, I will. I'll definitely text you, call you back. So, yeah. Well, anyway, Alex, dude, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna go to the store and figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner. And
same.
She gets dressed to go out for her adventure tonight. So, yeah, this has been a lot of fun. This episode will be out on Spotify, iHeart, and all that good stuff here in about 30 minutes. The other one's already done, so I got to post it out too as well. So I'll text y'all the info. And yeah, if you need anything, give me a holler, and I'll go ahead and forward the email to Alea and tell her we're good to go on the final thing on the suit so we can get the ball going. And
awesome.
I'll see everybody tomorrow.
Peace, guys.
See
Take
you,
it easy.
Have fun at the wedding.
Thanks.
Calling all two-wheel enthusiasts, get ready to rev up your earbuds with Pin the Gas Podcast, the ultimate motorcycle racing podcast, hosted by Chris Simcoe, one of our very own excellent leaders here in Roanoke, Virginia. With expert analysis, behind-the-scenes stories, and exclusive writer interviews, Pin the Gas Podcast delivers the adrenaline rush of the racetrack straight to your ears. Whether you're a diehard fan or a curious newcomer, you'll gain insights that will transform how you watch and understand motorcycle racing. On your favorite podcast app, join Simcoe as he takes you on a high-speed journey through the world of motorcycle racing. Pin the Gas Podcast.